What's up, folks? My name is Ragnarok Total War, and this is a brand new campaign for my channel in Total War Attila Age of Charlemagne. So I'm going to be playing as the Kingdom of the Danes. It's been too long since I started a new campaign, so this one I'm really excited for. It should serve as a nice preview for my upcoming Thrones of Britannia campaign and my signature Vikings. This is Total War campaign. If I ever get around to doing that, or more specifically, ever get up the courage to attempt this is Total War campaign. So we'll see. And right, yeah, it's also should provide a nice bridge between my High Elves campaign, where I talked a little bit about J.R. Tolkien, and my upcoming campaigns. So my objectives for the campaign is, what I wanted to do is I want to have 21-hour episodes or less than that. So 20 episodes or less, that's the objective. This is kind of my warm-up for Thrones of Britannia. I'm very excited for that game to come out, and very excited for the campaign I'm going to be doing for Thrones. But this one is, in order for me to do a campaign in Thrones, this campaign is actually going to have to be finished before that happens. So my two campaign objectives, I really would like to hit both of them. The first one is to hit Kingdom of the Vikings. We should get that mission message, I think, on the second turn, the beginning of the second turn. And my second objective is to capture the entirety of the British Isles. That'll be our focus for the campaign, is conquering the British Isles. And well, we'll get into that. We'll figure out how we're going to go about doing that as the campaign goes on. So basically, I have a 20-hour time limit for this campaign. So you can expect episodes, I think Monday to Friday is what I'm going for. And if you're watching some of my other campaigns, this shouldn't affect any of their scheduling. So everything that's on the channel already, the High Elves campaign and my Aurelian campaign, should proceed under the current schedule. So no need to worry about any of that. Right, so philosophy-wise, what I really want to talk about during this campaign is Nancy Marie Brown's book, Song of the Vikings, Snori and the Making of Norse Myths. So I talked a tiny bit about this in the early part of my High Elves Tarian campaign. So probably what we should have time for in the 20 hours is, I would say, we'll go through the entire preface, which is about Gandalf. We'll then go into the introduction. I won't read this in its entirety. I'll sort of cherry pick different things from the introduction, which is called The Wizard of the North. And then chapter 1, we'll talk about chapter 1 as well, and sort of in the same way, where I'll cherry pick some of the stuff from there and try and provide some insight or something, or talk about that a little bit. So chapter 1 is called Odin's Eye. Okay, I think that's most of everything I wanted to mention before getting this going. There are some caveats as well. First, I swear a lot, especially on legendary difficulty. Try to tone it down a bit, but if you're sensitive to cursing, well, you've been forewarned. Furthermore, I'm by no means the best Total War player. I play on Legendary mainly because I want to be challenged. It makes the game feel more authentic to me. Having said that, victory is by no means assured. I can very easily botch the campaign. Schedule and format, yeah, so Monday to Friday, 1 hour long episodes, 20 episodes. That's the goal. Alright, so we're going to be playing as Kingdom of the Vikings. I'll quickly read through this, and then we'll talk about their traits very quickly, and then we'll just get in here and just check the settings quickly. That's good. And these objectives are kind of arbitrary for me at this point. There is a possibility that I may restart this campaign later on, depending on I'll, we'll talk about this as the campaign finishes up, the possibility of coming back in and potentially doing full map completion. Now, of course, that's assuming that we achieve the objectives that I set out for and don't end this in some kind of cataclysm. Yeah, so, but there is a possibility I could do a second part to the campaign later on. That wouldn't be right away because once the 20 hours or 20 episodes are finished, should be around the same time that Thrones of Britannia come out, and I'll be picking up the Thrones of Britannia campaign and going forward with that. So, really excited for that one as well. All right, so faction, the Danes, faction leader Siegfried, religion, paganism. The only thing more dangerous than a cornered animal is a cornered warlike kingdom. The Danes, hemmed into the Jutland peninsula by the belligerence of Charlemagne, swindled by Christian merchants, and failed by their crops, represent just such a kingdom. For centuries, they were defined by the aggressive nature of their society, but until now, Scandinavian relations with the rest of the world have been primarily peaceful, defined by the unusual trading reach their superior vessels have provided them. But now, as the Christian world, led by Charlemagne, seeks to choke the life out of paganism, the Danes will lead a counterattack. With the aid of their famed longboats, no land is beyond the reach of their lightning raids. The brutal Viking warriors will return laden with loot, drenched in the blood of their coward foes. Alright, so Viking trait, Viking raiders. Fire and war is all some men know, and so it becomes them. Immune to seasickness, so that's nice. Immune to high seas attrition, also nice. Income 75% from sacking, looting, and raiding. This, I don't know, raiding is not always the best way to make money, but we'll have to definitely lean on this as the game goes as a way to supplement our income, but we want to build a foundation economy first. So this will definitely be useful. However, it's not going to be our primary way of making money, or at least that's how I envision the campaign going, but it's definitely something we'll want to take advantage of. Transport fleets gain 200% movement range after a turn at sea. So transport fleets are your land troops at sea, and this is definitely an excellent attribute. So they will be able to keep up with the fleets, giving us quite a bit of mobility on the ocean. All right, so yeah, year is a 768 AD. I'm just gonna mark that down so I don't forget it. I just want to be able to measure how long we're at the campaign. I think the turns are 4 turns per year, I think is how this is set up. So I've been doing a little bit of testing and just basically scouting out the campaign. Basically spent an entire day just looking through the research and playing through actually like a number of turns and just sort of figuring out how I want to go about this thing. So but yeah, I'm excited for this. It should be, yeah, like I said, a nice warm up for Thrones of Britannia, and we'll try and get over to the British Isles and get a good look at the map and get a feel for the terrain over there before Thrones of Britannia comes out.
There have been many kings before you. Many names, many titles. Men who rose from nothing. Men who risked all that they love to lead by honor and virtue and inspire the common man. Do you think you're different? Somehow chosen. Who gave you the right to rule? It wasn't the people. It wasn't God. It was you.
Your people have lived and worshipped in these lands for centuries. But now it is time to expand to foreign shores to make your kingdom rich. First, however, you must secure your borders. To the south, your Saxon allies are threatened by the nomadic Slavs. If you push them back now, you may gain the security you need to expand. Across the Western Sea is the Isle of Britain, thrown into disarray after centuries of occupation and unrest. Its people squabble among themselves and are ill-prepared for your fury. South of them, on the mainland, is the kingdom of the Franks. Though currently fractured, it would be powerful if united under a single ruler. There is wisdom in attacking whilst it is at its weakest. You stand on the precipice of glory everlasting. Take the Vikings to war.
Alright, Age of Charlemagne. War weariness information. The sign of a great leader is knowing how far your people can be pushed. Wars are significant, dramatic events that should not be undertaken lightly. Each turn you are at war, your faction's war weariness will increase. When it reaches a high enough level, your faction will begin to receive penalties that increase as time wears on. Additionally, losing battles will have drastic effects on war weariness depending on the security of your defeat. You can, however, seek respite during peacetime, while at peace your war weariness will reduce quickly. Furthermore, signing peace treaties will cause a large one-off reduction. So, should war be forced upon you, however, you may slow, halt, or even reverse war weariness levels by winning decisive battles, and at least resort by withdrawing your men within your own borders to help slow its increase. Wars must be concluded swiftly and decisively. Manage this diplomacy carefully, but be aware that at times of conflict, the greatest enemy sometimes lies within. All right, yeah, that was a mouthful right there. Cool. Mission issued. Petty lords tear like dogs at the carcass of Europe. A true king must rise and scatter these pretenders. Reach Imperium level 3. New bonus objectives have been added. Treasury plus 5,000. Alright, cool. So let's just get right into this thing. Alright, so just a warning. This episode, there's probably not going to be any battles. I don't foresee battles. The way we're going to structure things here is gonna seem possibly counterintuitive and maybe even a little bit dangerous on legendary difficulty. Usually legendary difficulty you want to get at least a full stack in the field right away, otherwise you can be overwhelmed. But thing is, with the Vikings here, we don't start off at war with anyone, so just as long as we can keep our neighbors happy down here, we are in an isolated part. And so what I want to do is build up this province as quickly as possible. Now the thing is, growth is pretty slow in this this campaign from what I gather. There are a number of buildings that can help provide more growth, but it's not like Warhammer 2, and I assume Warhammer because they're basically the same game, with just newer features and new mechanics, and obviously newer maps and newer factions in the later one. But anyway, growth goes pretty slow, so we don't want to sit here for too long. But essentially, what we're gonna do to kick things off is we're gonna disband the armies, and this will boost our income a fair bit. So, alright, we're up to 2,400. Now, public order is going to be a big issue at first. We're sitting at -11. And the thing is, I believe if public order goes down, that it effects. It may affect growth. I believe we get negative growth, which we definitely don't want. So let's see if we can, what happens when we modify the taxes. Yeah, so we only took, by doing that, we only took a 200 hit gold. And public order, alright, did a pretty decent uh, decent improvement to the public order. We could even drop it another level, and then that would just -1. So I think that's what we'll do. I mean, it's costing us 500 gold, basically 500 or 600 gold. I forget what it was initially, but actually we can see that what it was. Right, so 478 gold, or 470 gold. It's costing us to reduce public order by 25. So I definitely think that is worthwhile to go ahead and do. Yeah, all right. So public order is basically sorted there for now. Now the thing is, this goldsmith here, while it can get a decent amount of wealth in, it requires more buildings because the problem is the squalor. So in order to reduce that squalor, we have to build, what is it? We've got to build springs, and we have to build 2 of them. So basically, to make that 600 gold, it costs 3 build spots. That's fucking ridiculous. So we're gonna get rid of that for now. Now this, I don't know. This is not bad if we're recruiting a lot of troops and stuff, but we're not gonna be doing that right now. It is gonna hurt public order, but we will build a public order building very soon. Probably, we'll figure it out. Probably when this province expands, we'll pop a public order building there. The thing is, this dockyard. Alright, so the dockyard, it's not providing us any food. It just basically gives us access to different military vessels. And I haven't really tested any of these out, but looking at the stats, the Viking Smashers, they're very powerful attacking, but they're very vulnerable. I mean, their melee defense is very low. So we'll definitely want to get some Viking Smashers. But starting off, the longship Viking raiders that we can get from the fishing port and the fishing wharf will suffice for our navy for now. So we're going to convert this to a fishing port, I think. That's what we're going to market would be nice for the extra cash, but does cause squalor problems as well, which we don't want. So we're definitely going to need food, and it's going to give us growth as well, whereas this does not give us growth. So anywhere we can squeeze out some growth, I'd really like to try and take advantage of that. Alright, so I think we will be probably keeping the mead hall. Just wondering whether or not we should upgrade it to level 2 away. Probably want to get these leveled up as quickly as possible. This gives us more growth and more income. This gives us more public order and more Imperium. Just take a look at that. Summary. Where do we see our here? Okay. Wait, how much does it go to level 2? Here, -5 plus 8. I just want to know what level we get more. Yeah. Well, more spies and more heroes basically. But all right, so we'll get that upgraded fairly soon. But I think it's better probably to go with. Actually, let's go with this, and then we can upgrade. We'll be able to upgrade one of these. This turn. 6 turns. Yeah, this will go into effect sooner. That'll help us get public order under control quicker. So that should be fine, and then we'll go with these. The sooner we get public order under control, the sooner we can jack the taxes back up. Definitely want to do that. So our agent here, what I'm thinking we could send him over to England and scout, which is what I did when I was testing things out, just to get a look at the map and everything. But I think for the time being, thing is, once you start exploring, you start meeting new groups, new factions, and new civilizations, or whatever it's called. Anyway, so I want to try and keep our world small for the time being. We'll get back into the diplomacy in a second here. So what we're going to do with him, rather than send him off to explore England and sort of take a look at what's going on, we're going to deploy him. Now, even though we're not recruiting troops, this should help him level up. Sorry, wow, my brain just stalled. Should help him level up as we're sort of building our city. So I'm going to try and burn through as many end turns as I can here. I know I'm starting off very slow, and yeah, the 20-hour time limit definitely seems like it's under threat here. Alright, we definitely want this, the bonus to public order. The military stuff, I really like this, and then some of the other stuff I'm not sure. Getting the Imperium will be good as well. But for now, siege. Yeah, so we'll want to get all the way to Imperium plus 30. Interesting. So the technology, I didn't notice that before, that the technology helps you upgrade your Imperium. I'm just looking for where the second royal. Now the thing is with the city. Alright, we're gonna go down this line and maybe do the royal. I don't know, we'll figure it out as we go. Want that too, even though our fertility is so bad that we're not getting a lot from our thrones. But in any case, my plan here for I want to get to Trade City as quickly as possible. But before that, the King's Hall would be very useful. So basically what we'll do is when we hit the King's Hall, well, basically we're going to certain buildings. The way this works is, from what I gather, is that the Nobles Hall and the King's Hall allows you to build certain buildings. So we'll want to build this, the King's Hall, and then what we'll do is the buildings such as the Warriors Hall, we'll get that to level 3, and then whatever other buildings we build down here, we'll get them to their fullest level, and then we're going to switch this to a trade city and build up what's going to make us more money. So we'll want this for our recruitment. I mean, we could get it, we could knock it down and use something else right now, but I think this will be good for us. I think we'll want to keep this building, and we'll have 2 open slots here, open up for next turn. Right, so let's get this moving along. So diplomacy.
Sit, friend, and let us talk, and let us have good.
Alright, yeah, let's see if we can trade with these guys.
Friend. Let us break bread and drink ale before words pass our lips.
Yeah, well, we'll just take the trade. If they don't give us cash, that's fine. These guys.
Greetings. Now speak plainly, for we are an honest folk and value honesty in others.
Right, so maybe should have tried for a little bit more, but alright, so we can't trade with them. These guys were already allied.
Sit, friend, and let us talk.
Try for military access. Just want to get as many treaties with these guys as possible, just to help improve our relations with them. If they can provide a buffer for us between us and Charlemagne, We don't have to be at war with Charlemagne. We don't want to. That's going to cause its own problems. We want to be at war with England. The goal is to take England. We can raid in Charlemagne. I'm just in France as well, in Francia. But I don't think we're going to have time for that during this campaign. So want to focus on building the economy, and then once we get the economy built up strong, this will hopefully be next episode, we can start building an army and sending it towards England. So, right, so what else do we want to do here? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, I guess that's a thing. Something. Ah, yes, right, faction. Alright, so let's take a look at what we've got here. Secret, influential, +4. He seems to always get this. This trait seems randomized every time. It's a little bit different attacker, so that's not a bad one. His wife. Instincts, though. Personal influence, 40 +1 husband. Arrogant. And who are you? Speak to my husband. Yeah, I feel like could do better than that, and influence shouldn't be an issue. So I think what we're gonna do is when he gets back next turn, we'll divorce her. Now let's take a look. Ragnar's in transit. Let's just see what he got. He will be a good warrior as well. So he's got the +1 zeal. So he'll be good as a general. Hemming. Let's see. Make a good garrison general. Uba, administrator, +3 tax rate. That's not bad. Also, +3 tax rate. Artha Counter and entrepreneur, +10% from industrial buildings. Government. So I don't think we're gonna be building too many industrial buildings. So I am gonna go with Uba mostly because I can pronounce his name. I can't pronounce it. Also, Abba or Uba, Abba. I think that's how you pronounce it. If you guys have seen the BBC show The Last Kingdom, Abba is one of the featured characters, one of the main characters in the first season, the early first season. I don't want to spoil anything, but Abba is definitely not a administrator, a governor in that show. But in any case, Abba will be our governor for Jutland. Alright, so the edicts kind of suck. There's not a lot of options here. This will be, kind of useful when we start recruiting our army. I mean, every little bit helps the experience. If we get experienced troops when we recruit them, I guess it'll help out a little bit. Alright, so resettlement, construction cost -10%. So that's not bad. The growth +10, pretty good. I mean, that's actually a pretty good edict. It's too bad we only have to choose from 2. So, right, with the governor there, we've now balanced the public order. So that's fucking awesome. Once this is gone, the sanitation will be completely fine. And yeah, I think that's it. Great gain. Army disband. Name expanded. Trade agreement. Alright, cool. Alright, things look good. We can safely move on here. Right, so Song of the Vikings, I'm probably not going to get into it too much this episode. However, there's one tiny part that I wanted to read for you guys, the preface. So this is a quote that Miss Brown, Nancy Marie Brown has left from Snori Edda, and the title of the preface is Gandalf. So, what troubles the gods? What troubles the elves? Would you know more or not? So, very simple question. 2 questions, I guess, actually, but definitely think it fits into the theme of my High Elves campaign a little bit. It's one of the questions, I guess, that's underlining the campaign maybe in some ways. But I think that's just a really really interesting question so that she raises, and we'll get into her thoughts on Snorri and the Vikings in the coming episode. So I'm really looking forward to that as we go on our campaign. I'll try not to stop in the middle here and stuff like that when we do talk about the philosophy, but trying to fit it in where it's appropriate. So I don't want to overload you guys with too much of that stuff. Right, so moving on. Mission issued. The Kingdom of the Vikings. Extend your influence, carve out a kingdom in these lands, and build a legacy that will last the ages. Do this, and eternal glory shall be yours. All will know and revere your name. Objectives: sack at least 25 settlements. Turns remaining 400. And then we get the bonus: a kingdom rises. All shall know your name. Morale +5 for all forces. Loyalty +1. Trade income +10%. Trade agreement tariffs faction wide. And growth +5 all provinces. And then become the kingdom of the Vikings. I guess, I don't know what that means. Right, so when I was talking about the goals, the objectives, this is one of the two objectives. So this is probably the first objective, and the second objective is Britain. Ideally, I want to hit both of these, become Kingdom of the Vikings, and take Daneland, take England and claim it as Daneland, is the goals for this campaign, let's play. Alright, cool. So we're going to be going through these turns pretty quick, I think, here as we get moving. So we could go Sacred Ground, but I think what I want to do, starting off, and this is kind of tempting, just to get the research rate moving, but I don't know what's more valuable, the research rate or the growth. Thing is, we need technology. The thing is, the second upgrade for this building is quite a ways off. That technology, exchange of expertise. Just check it. I think it's. I don't know what it is. Ah, there it is. I guess too well. Yeah, it wasn't too far off, but I think what I want to do right off the bat, though, is what we're gonna do. We're gonna build a hostel, recruit a spy, and then probably demolish this building. So it'll basically cost us 900 2 turns and cost of the spy to recruit him. But we'll want to just get an agent, spy, and get him leveled up somehow. So maybe we'll send him to England to scout out. Probably better suited for that than a hero. But if we can level him up here at home, that would be better. But we'll recruit him right away, and then probably expand that. Now, should be okay for food. Once this should be okay to level this up. Food. So I think probably we'll go with wine to start off. I want to get a treasury, a mint. This will probably be the last building that we build here. For now, I think getting cash and growth, I think is the best thing. Won't need the food just yet. Might switch this over to a food market, or we might build a food market in this spot. Well, let's get the wine going to start off, and then let's also upgrade one of these. So this one's here, this one's here. Let's upgrade this city first because it's even more isolated. This one, if somebody comes rolling up this way, we could lose this one first. So, but everybody seems to like us. Improving. Charlemagne does not like us. It's deteriorating, but I don't know. Charlemagne can kiss our ass, basically. Right, so it's gonna be quiet. Starting off, just take a look at what we can see down here. Not a whole lot. And guess we'll before I forget, let's get a divorce going here and see if we can get a better suited wife to for Siegfried. Alright, he's age 7. We'll definitely want to get him into the action. So we may end up burning through a number of turns here, guys, to the point where he is old enough to be a part of the first Viking raid. We'll see. I think he has to hit 16, so that's quite a while. You don't want to sit for too long, but essentially this province should be able to produce enough for either one elite army with a small fleet or two cheap armies, two full stack cheap armies with a small fleet. So restless warriors. So this is going to make things a little bit interesting or a little bit tougher. So rumors have begun to spread about your leadership. Voices in the street say you've become too accustomed to luxurious living and that you are fearful of making new enemies. Your troops grow anxious. Only raiding fills their minds. Worse still, your rivals begin to see weakness in your lack of action. Days of internal strife could soon be upon you. Do not try the patience of your men for too long. While they are forced to remain home, eagerness for battle may grow, but the same cannot be said for all. Common folk have started looking at you as an unsuitable leader, and as they grow sure of your inadequacies, some have voiced their opinions in public. The loyalty of your generals is beginning to drop. Some consider themselves a worthy successor to the throne. You must prove. I lost my spot. Where the hell did I? Prove to your rivals. I don't even know where I was. You must prove to your subjects. Sorry about that, guys. You remain fit to rule, and what better way to do so than to undertake a great raid to solve all your problems with a single blow. Cross the North Sea, sack the towns and cities along the coast of England, satiate your men's bloodlust and their desire for loot. Prove to your rivals at home once and for all that you are a true Viking king who can lead your people to the wealth and glory they crave. So we get the trait Restless Warriors, plus 50% income from sacking, looting, and raiding, but we're getting -1 loyalty, plus -5 all provinces to the public order, and -10 growth all provinces. So pretty lousy, yeah, pretty lousy there. A mission will soon be issued. So I'm not sure, we have a time limit to get this done, and if we don't get it done within the time limit, I believe you're stuck with this trait for the rest of the game. So we definitely want to get that done. We're not going to go and do it right away, but once we get our army built, once we have our infrastructure built, and then the armies recruited, it shouldn't take us long to do that, to sack 5 settlements. It would seem that not all bonds are sacred, as this character is now divorced. Characters divorce Sigrid from Ingolf. Alright, cool. Faction encounter Duchy of Vizia. Establish contact with faction. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, Duchy of Frisa.
We offer you honest
Take
welcome.
non-aggression with us. Good.
Speak, friend, and hopefully later we will drink to seal our agreement.
Let's try for a little bit more with these guys. These bastards, but we'll take non-aggression because we don't want to get into any wars when we don't have any armies. Once we get armies, it'll be a different story, but as long as these guys are creating a buffer for us, shouldn't be too much for us to worry about. Alright, so both Siegfried is going to need a new wife. So let's get moving on that. Abba is loyal right now, so we'll do that next turn. Let's get him a wife first. So maybe we can have some more children in our family tree. That would be good. That's always good to have more generals, and the daughters too are very valuable. So Right. I don't think there's a lot to do here. We're just waiting for these buildings to be completed. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the turn. Technology, we've got a couple more turns. Yeah, I think we're good to go. So as I said, we're just gonna be burning through turns here quickly. Got about 20 minutes to do this. I'd like to get as much of this built up in this first episode as possible, and then hopefully next episode we can recruit the
Praise
troops.
be. Let us have an end of talk then, and meet
This
as
faction
proper
has
men in
declared
open
war
battle.
on. What the hell? Well, we just made a non-aggression pact, did we not? All right, so this is not good. So it looks like my plan is going to backfire a little bit. Looks like we're not going to be able to sit on our ass and sit here, but that's okay. We will persevere. Well, it should take us long to recruit troops. We want to get this public order sorted. Troops will help that. How long till the province grows? So we think we'll be very close to getting a new slot, and what we'll put here is a sacred ground, I think. Do we want to start recruiting right now, or do we want to get this built up? Let's help public order along a little bit. I think we'll go with that. We don't need the food. This is more important. This will give us more growth and health. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Should be have it. So food consumption is 20. Yeah, we should be fine for food. Maybe should have done that before this one. But okay. Any do. Alright, so we do now have oh, son of a bitch. I might have to wait on that because I want to get a spy right away. Racketeer, vengeance, agent self-defense chance plus 10%. Actually, yeah, let's go with vengeance. It's the same name of the other guy, Hartha Canute. Hartha Canute. Something like that. Let's recruit him. Fingers crossed that he's not totally useless. Oh yeah, freed slave, charismatic, uncompromising. Damn, this guy is a gem. When I did this campaign before, I got really lousy spies to the point where I had built up the treasury pretty high. I was able to buy a bunch of different spies when weren't the best. All right, we could send Ubba down here to scout out, but I think we'll send our spy down to take a look. So Frisia, they're way down here. It'll take them a little while to get up here. We also have walls, and our garrison is no slouch, that's for sure. So we'll keep an eye out for them. We'll just keep him gaining experience. I'm not sure where does it. Oh, okay, so 18, 20. So he's gaining a little bit of experience. He should level up next turn. Alright, so looks good. Didn't work? He didn't get away? That's weird. We have to seek a wife again. Struck out? Oh man, our loyalty is going crap here as well. What? The 1 out of 10? 2 out of 10? Alright, so alright, we need to secure loyalty with Abba, especially since he is the governor of the province. Alright, so we're gonna demolish this because we've got our spy. It's gonna hurt public order a little bit, but we can build something else here next turn. So alright, so fingers crossed we don't have an army breathing down our oh, Abba already leveled up. Just oh, this is the governor, the guy with the not loyal, melancholic. Gosh, you're ridiculous. Actually, that might not be great right away. I want to go for public order, so get down this way. Go here, and next level up, we'll hit public order there. Alright, so we're off to kind of a rocky start here. Just not expecting things to go this way. We could upgrade this. Give us more food. I think I want to save. I want to bank this money because we'll want to upgrade this, and we're gonna have two. We should have two build spots to build in next turn. So I'm just gonna bank the treasury for now. All right. So public order is dipping a little bit, mostly because of the events there. So, all right. Yeah, I did a number of playthroughs with this, just sort of testing things out and just trying out this strategy. Probably like, I don't know, some of them lasted only like a handful of turns and others lasted like quite a number of turns. And each one of those, none of these guys, none of our neighbors declared war on us. So a little bit unlucky. And Ingborg has died of natural causes. Loyalty. Rumor has it that this man's loyalty is wavering. If you are to avoid civil war, we must ensure that it does not fall any further. Plus loyalty for Oba. Alright, good. Alright, we got loyalty for one of them. Two. Damn, these guys gotta go for more loyalty, but we don't have enough influence presently, so that built up. Yeah, we'll have to worry about that. Oh, you know what? Oh, son of a bitch. Can we make him... Oh, wow. Okay, good. Yeah, let's put these guys in these positions. Damn, I should have done this much sooner. This will boost their loyalty. Give their personal influence quite a bit, but... Yeah, that should sort their loyalty for now. Right. Yeah, so I should have mentioned as well that I haven't played a lot of Attila, maybe 200 hours or so on Attila, and I haven't really played the Age of Charlemagne campaign aside from, a few, random just starts to campaigns. I including my testing for this one. So Baba has leveled up as well. So yeah. Boost the tax rate. Seems like okay idea. How much does that actually change things? So it gives us an additional 25. Doesn't seem good. So what's gonna be good for him? Guerrilla activity. That's not bad. Right. So yeah, if we can use our agents to go into other areas and cause unrest, that'll make it easier for us to invade. So I think assassinate would be very good as well. That should be very useful. Let's go with assassinate, just because that'll be useful, and then probably down some of this line here. Guerrilla activity and minus public order. Some stuff. Right, cool. Alright. Lingering too much on that screen there. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. So definitely want build. We're gonna build a farm here, I think. I think a spring here and then a farm here. Probably the best thing to do. And then here. Oh wait, sorry, not a spring, a sacred ground. Just get that public order going, so we don't have to worry about it. And alright, so one here. Got the winery already. That's gonna be good for now. Could do Hall of Stories. Just to get, it does give us well. Just get the research going. 10%. Shaves off 1 in 10, for every 10 turns you research, it shaves off 1. Get us treasury. I think we're gonna build the treasury there. And early on, because these buildings aren't terribly developed right now, it's not gonna help out. Sorry guys for around. So what do we want to do? I guess we'll go for art. Maybe we'll go Hall of Stories. 150 wealth. Yeah. Let's go with this. Might allow us to get a second hero. Won't allow us to get a second spy. It's hostile, but and then next turn we'll get this upgrade. All right. Just get him on the move. Send him down this way. Just to make sure, because I don't think they'll come. I mean, they could come down this way through our enemy's territory, but we should see, or through our allies' territory, but we should see them coming that way first. Could move him down. Keep an eye in this area, but just keep here leveling up for the time being. Take him a while to get to level, but I'd rather have him gaining experience than not. We have enough to upgrade this as well. Then we have to wait to upgrade that. Yeah, when we get the public order should be fine once we get this built. It's gonna give us 3. Yeah, so maybe we'll just get this going just to get the growth going. So we'll want to unlock this slot as quickly as possible. Having the major settlement built up quickly is imperative. So let's take a look at this. Alright, right, we already did this. So I think we can hit end turn here. Once again. We are final 10 minutes of the episode, so I definitely want to get some more work done here. We've accomplished next to nothing, really. But I mean, we've accomplished a little bit, but just not nearly as much as I wanted to. So wavering loyalty, rank 1. Oh, damn it. Office secured. Office secured. Alright, so their loyalty should be... Alright, so loyalty is better now. Alright. Good stuff. Good. We can now seek another wife without fear of losing either of these guys. We've got in high position, so... however, we want to get our power moving up more, but that'll come with time as he starts to gain more influence. I think that's how it works. So right, so I just want to keep an eye on this. I want to keep an eye just to experience 30 out of 60. How much is he gaining per turn? Like 20 per turn? I think it's 20 per turn. I'm not sure. 30 out of 60. I feel like 30 out of 60 should be represented here. I don't know how that works. Alright, so let's get there. Just take a look. Make sure that we don't have any enemy fleets coming this way. Let's see what they got down here. We should have maybe... Yeah, again, we could send him down here to take a look. I think we're safe for now. We'll need to get an army into the field very quickly if we start seeing some of their forces show up here. Just trying to think. Oh yes, we've got that, so that's public order. It's a little bit better. So this. Yeah, we're gonna go down this route, even though this we might not be able to take advantage of it right away. Maybe. I don't know. We're gonna start upgrading that next turn. So, right, did another end turn. Got 5 minutes to go. Let's see if we can get 1 or 2 more end turns done. Right, yeah. So I'm excited to talk about Snori and the Making of Norse Myths. I'm really excited for the Thrones of Britannia campaign. So it's gone up, but we haven't increased our You get more armies in the field. 4 armies, that's fantastic. 2 fleets and 2 governors. That's all very good, but I would have liked to get one more of our champions there. But anyway, that's okay. Alright, so +3 public order. Public order is coming along, and what we can also do now is we can pick up a critical success chance +5. I don't think we'll be using her for actions so much as she'll be just providing support either for the province or the armies. I think we're gonna go military. Not sure which one of these would be better. They're more authority. No, authority is better for these type of. Maybe we'll go advisor first, and then we'll pick up the militant second.
The goddess blesses you. How can I help?
Another freed slave. That's fantastic. Our inspired populace. We'll want to get that boosted up. So we should be able to boost up the taxes very soon. And find bump it up a little bit. We'd be at -2. Don't want the public order to drop down any further. Don't want to get any negative effects from this one. Keep province
How can I help?
building as quickly as possible. Alright, so I don't. How many settlements do these guys have actually? We're at 4 of them. Regions. They've only got the 1 region. I don't see an army there. Public order is bad here, so that might be an option. We could send our. Maybe we'll send Abba down there to stir the pot a little bit, so to speak. 36 out of 60. So he's gaining 6 per turn. Alright, so it'll take him a while to upgrade. When he hits level 2, that's when we'll send him down there. But they have to have at least 1 army. So we didn't meet them out here, which means probably they're headed in this direction. Though could be fighting with our ally here. So there's a possibility that our allies have defeated them. So we'll try and figure out how we can't afford this. Alright, so I'm gonna save. Yeah, I'm gonna save this money for next turn. I want to get this upgrade. Public order's okay for now. Would like to get the growth and the income, but this is more important, I think. Yeah. We'll upgrade that next turn. Okay, I think we're okay to end the turn. Siegfried, my friend, what is going on? Ooh, where do the ladies? Ragnar, what? Oh my goodness. You know what the thing is? Oh, mother of pearl. Yeah, okay, we gotta stop spending influence with this guy. We gotta stop chasing skirts. Because I think his influence affects... Yeah, see, look, power is... Ah, yeah, that's exactly it. Okay, we gotta build up his influence. Whoops. Alright, so that's bad, but he builds influence pretty quick. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue. So we'll stop spending influence looking for wives for now. I guess we probably should have kept the wife that we had. Oh well. He'll be a bachelor for now. What can you do? Alright, so I think probably this end turn, we'll probably call it an episode. I know we didn't get very far at all here. Faction destroyed. Duchy of Frisia. Isn't that unfortunate? Didn't take long. Looks like Westphalia just fucking whipped him pretty good. So, cool. Cool stuff. So, now we gotta decide what to do with our spy here. Send him go scout around in Charlemagne's territory. Could come, yeah, maybe we'll do that. We'll come take a look down here and hop over to Canterbury. And yeah, we'll do that, but we're gonna pick that up next time. We're out of time. We're just almost exactly at the hour mark. I know things are going kind of slow. We'll try and pick up the pace next episode, see if we can get troops in the field by the end of the episode, and I guess probably by episode 3 or 4, get the troops moving towards London. But I'm gonna be building for a little while here, so I'm not sure exactly. I'm gonna try and get some battles in as quickly as possible, but this is going to be an exercise in patience. I think it will pay off towards the end of the campaign. We should have a strong economy, and a strong economy always means a strong army. So, right, guys, thanks for watching. If you're enjoying the content, if you're new to the channel, don't be afraid to subscribe. And if you want to see more of this stuff, the best way to support the channel is to leave a like. So, thank you very much for all the support, all of my subscribers up to this point. Looking forward to this one, and looking forward to some future campaigns, and also looking forward to finishing the campaigns that I'm working on. Yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. This is Ragnarok signing out.